Good morning, everyone, and welcome for today's session. Till now, we have completed four type of FDI. Number one, FDI on the basis of direction of investment. Then number two, FDI on the basis of various type of activities undertaken by company. Then number three, FDI on the basis of various investment objectives. And number four, FDI on the basis of on the basis of sector. Now, next, number E is on the basis of FDI on the basis of entry mode. Amongst this, the first one is greenfield investment. Greenfield investment are a type of FDI in which the investment is done in foreign market in creation of new facilities or expansion of existing facilities. Then it is termed as greenfield investment. Here the company want to expand their production facilities in foreign market, or they want to create a new facilities in foreign market which has not been done by company yet. So that type of FDI is called as greenfield investment. Generally, in greenfield investment, a company is investing in foreign market where the technological skill, that is technological know-how, knowledge and expertise, the technological skill and production technology are the key elements. The company, generally the technology intensive companies are doing such type of investment in foreign market, as they need to depend more on latest technologies and advanced technologies. So they are continuously in a search of advancement in technology. Hence the company generally doing FDI in those market where, in those countries where the technological skill are very important, as well as in those areas where the production technology, the latest production technology are the key element. By doing such investment, the company may create competitive advantage for themselves. Generally, such type of investment is promoted, is encouraged and welcomed by host countries, because this type of investment will ultimately provide the economic benefit to the host country. The host country is a country in which the investment is made. So if any Indian company invest in American market, then for Indian company, America is a host country and India is a home country from which the company is originally belongs. So such type of investment is encouraged and promoted by host countries, because the host countries will get certain economic benefit. Generally, in developing countries wherein the right type of companies are not available for acquisition or for merger, at that time the greenfield investment option is preferred for the FDI. So if any American company wants to enter into India, but they are not finding any right collaborator, at that time the greenfield investment is the better option for FDI. The next is merger and acquisition. Merger and acquisition is one of the majorly used means of FDI to enter into foreign market, as well as you will find a lot of examples of merger and acquisition wherein the foreign company has entered in our country by doing merger with the Indian company. For example, all insurance companies majority of all insurance company, you will find a foreign collaborator. Then it means a foreign company has collaborated, has merged with the Indian company to do business in India. Apart from this, if we talk about manufacturing sector, then Hero Honda, Maruti Suzuki are the very well known example of merger and acquisition mergers. So for establishing overseas production facilities, mergers and acquisitions are very crucial tool. Approximately more than 60% FDI is done through the way of merger and acquisition. So majority time, if any company want to enter into foreign market, they firstly choose the merger and acquisition ways, that is merging with the already existing company or acquiring any existing foreign company to enter into that market. So they are choosing this method majority time when they enter into foreign market. In developed countries with large number of competing firms, merger and acquisition serves as the principal source of FDI. In a developed market, when there are large number of competitors, at that time if a new company comes, then competition will become more intensified. In such a case, the company do not directly enter into market, but they merge with the already established, already existed firm, so that the competition will not become more intensified. Anyways, the mergers are the way in which the two companies are merging with each other and create a new identity, and by doing so they will enter into new market. A very recent example of such merger are the merger of Vodafone and Idea network, and now they are known as VI network. So both the company has merged, the previous name Vodafone, the other name Idea, they merge and then they have developed their new name Vodafone Idea Network, and now they have created a totally new different identity in market by introducing themselves as VI Network. So these are the few examples wherein the mergers and acquisitions are taken place. An acquisition may be termed as hostile takeover when it is resisted by the target firm's management. If a company want to acquire any company forcefully, then this type of FDI is called as hostile takeover, wherein one company is ready to take over, but the other company who is selling is not ready to sold to a person, but still forcefully by doing any means the company is acquiring. That is called as hostile takeover. So that is all about today's session. Have a nice day. Goodbye.